The Darkhold Spider-Man lived in a world where everything was crumbling apart. The buildings, the bridges, even the people. New York City used to be a world filled with the sounds of car horns, cursing, and construction. But ever since the unraveling happened, the city had become quiet. The people of New York were now like zombies, mindlessly roaming the streets, falling apart at the seams. The only thing that was holding everything together was Spider-Man's webs. Unfortunately, the webs didn't last long, and Spider-Man had to spend nearly all day, every day, swinging around the city, webbing everything back together. Spider-Man was called to the Fantastic Four's headquarters, where he was greeted by Reed Richards, who, like Peter, was one of the few remaining people who didn't get unraveled. Reed told Peter that he had something he needed to show him. So Reed took him to his lab and showed him a new self-healing polymer that could potentially replace Spider-Man's current web fluid. This new web fluid would last a lot longer than Spider-Man's current fluid, which began to degrade after about 3 hours. However, in order to make the fluid adhesive, Reed severed his own finger and added it to the web fluid mixture. Reed then sent Spider-Man out with a sonic gun to hunt down Venom, so they could use the symbiote's similar enzyme to make the new web fluid. Spider-Man fought him, but Venom destroyed the sonic gun. He continued to fight, but the symbiote told him that Eddie Brock was dead despite its best efforts of keeping him alive and together. Eventually, the symbiote released Eddie's body and slithered away. Spider-Man looked at the time and realized he was late for his anniversary dinner with Gwen, so he quickly zipped home and entered through the window, where he joined his unraveled zombie-like wife to celebrate their anniversary. Later, Peter went back to Reed's lab where he sedated him. He then cut Reed apart and used him to make the better web fluid to better hold the city together. Reed wasn't dead though. He could still feel everything. He pleaded with Peter, saying, "Peter, please, it hurts." But Peter just grinned and said, "I know, Reed, but you have a responsibility to this city."